everyone, it's Amanda here with your August 2018 RuneScope. And August is a special month here at RuneScopes because it marks my 5th year anniversary here on YouTube. So yay, 5 years doing this for you guys. So I just wanted to take a moment to thank all of you for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel and sharing my videos. For those of you that get private readings, and particularly my regulars out there, you know who you are. Thank you so much for supporting my channel, for supporting me, and recommending your friends, your family to get readings with me or to come check out my channel. I really do appreciate all of you guys. So I just wanted to take a moment to say that. Otherwise I wouldn't still be here 5 years later. So yeah, when I started here on YouTube, there was maybe a handful of people reading tarot. Nobody was reading runes. And, you know, and there were a few astrologers, but now it's just like, man, it's exploded. So, you know, but before that, I did it the old-fashioned way. I read at psychic fairs and worked at a metaphysical bookshop doing readings there for a while. So I've been doing this for 20 years. But if you're new here and you like my content and you find that I am connecting with you in the general reads, definitely click the subscribe button, because then you will get notified whenever I upload new content each month. But this month, in conjunction with the runes, I'm going to be using the Pagan Tarot. And I used to know who this is by. Oh, Gina M. Pace and Luca Raimondo is who this deck is by. And in conjunction with our trusty runes, of course. But yeah, and then as always, be sure to join me for part 2 of your August reading over on my Vimeo channel. You'll find that link below. I will be pulling one card from Madame Mendora's Fortune Cards for your spiritual guidance reading for the month of August. Don't forget your mid-year check-in readings are also over there, covering July through December of 2018, if you want to get a longer-term view of how the rest of the year is going to play out. So definitely check that all out. Also remember, I've got the special going on. 5 questions for $50. Those readings will be going through the end of July. So if you want to get the discounted price, discounted reading, got 5 little specific questions you want to talk about and explore, hit me up for that. But without further ado, let's see what August holds for all of you out there. Hey Capricorn, let's see which runes want to talk to you for August 2018. What are our runes for Capricorn? August 2018? What are you up to, Capricorn? All right. As always, Capricorn, keep in mind these are general readings. So some of these messages are going to be for other Capricorns. Just take what you can use, what applies to you, and leave the rest. You can always check out the video for your rising sign as well to get additional messages and information about what's going to be going on for you in August. If you would like a reading that's all about you and not the other Capricorns that are watching, then you would need to contact me for a private session. Just email me at runescopesforyou@gmail.com, and you know, just check below. The options I have available are in the description box. Let's see what's going on in general though for my Capricorns. All right, interesting spread here. Challenge or focus, that is where we always start. Got the 5 of Swords in reverse. And here it is in the upright. So the challenge here, Capricorn, popping up for you at some point in August. For some of you, this may have happened in July. There's about a 3-month window on these general readings. So July, August, September. This could be an energy that's popping up for you, depending on which Capricorn you are. The 5 of Swords in reverse is about a no-win situation. Like, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. And this has something to do with communication. No matter what you say, it's wrong. Or It's an endless argument. Ansus is here in reverse. This is an endless argument. It's just this big circle. You're never going to agree. You're never going to resolve this. You're never going to get to the other side of this. Ansus in reverse is, it can talk about gossip, a lot of gossip mongering going on, a lot of people talking behind other people's backs. A lot of it has to do with words though, but it can be text, over the internet, or in person. Disagreements. This is one particular argument between you and one particular person. It may be more, but I really feel like for most of you, this is between you and one person. And you just can't agree on this. And it's like you're fighting a losing battle with this. You're wasting energy, essentially. So, I mean, I think maybe it's your challenge in August, maybe to stop going down this road, stop bringing it up, stop engaging if it's someone else that's bringing it up, stop being around this person if you can avoid them. Sometimes we can't avoid people though, if we work with them or if they're family members, maybe we can't avoid them all the time. But yeah, so something could crop up, maybe kind of in August. Really pay attention to what you're posting. This could be something that happens totally online. I mean, you know, maybe you're arguing with someone online. So you know, maybe just be extra careful what you post online. If it's something that's going to spark someone, or you know, sometimes we post things knowing that one particular person will see it, and it's kind of, you know, a passive aggressive way of starting an argument. You know, or maybe somebody's doing that to you, Capricorn. Don't engage, or, you know, just maybe kind of take a break from social media in August. Mercury is retrograde, so miscommunications, misunderstandings, arguments, particularly with the internet, because Mercury does, you know, have a lot to do with communication. It rules communication, any form of it. So, yeah, maybe, yeah, be careful with that. Others of you, this challenge could be failing an exam. Failing a class. It can have something to do with academics. Or maybe not being able to go back to school, not being able to go to a job interview. There could be like, but it's like, again, there's nothing you can do to change it. Something comes up that you have to deal with and you can't go to the exam, or you can't, you know, maybe you're dealing with like some sort of emergency, family emergency, or a work emergency, but you're also going to school part-time and you just didn't have time to study for this exam. So you just, you know, you'll have to fail it, or you know, you'll have to retake the class or something. Or you're not going to be able to go back to school when you were planning, if you were planning to go back in August. So yeah, for some of you, there's something about, you know, I can't do this right now, or I missed the job interview, but it couldn't be helped. It couldn't be helped with the Five of Swords. I had to go deal with this other thing. Now, in the present energy, so for some of you, this will be whenever you're watching this video. It could be going on around you right now. For others of you, it would be end of July, early August. We do have the Nine of Swords, unfortunately. So this is worry and concern and insomnia about something I'm worried about. A move, a shift, a change. Awaz is about leaving one situation for another, travel, leaving one job for another, moving house. So yeah, this is like there could be anxiety about something you're planning to do, some travel you're planning to do, a move you're trying to make, a job you're getting ready to start. And just, you know, this is all in your head though. Nine of Swords is all happening in our head. You know, it's anxiety. This is the card of anxiety for me, for sure. like losing sleep over something, but it's all like these scenarios going on in our head. Maybe this will happen. Maybe I'll fail horribly. Need is here, indicating that, you know, that those may be the thoughts that are going through your head. Like, you know, this was a bad decision, or I shouldn't do this. Some of you, I'm feeling like a fear of flying with someone. Probably more than one person. That's a pretty common fear. But yeah, a Capricorn specifically, who's planning a trip and going to have to get on an airplane, and maybe it's a particularly long flight or a longer flight than you've done before, and there's just this anxiety about it, and you're like up nights about it, and you're like, I don't know if I can do this. Maybe you have to get on a plane to go to a job interview, and that's how this is playing into your challenge, like, you know. And you may be thinking, like, you know, maybe I should just not go. Maybe the anxiety is telling me not to go. Iwaz is here saying, though, that you're protected. You're protected. You have protection around you. There's nothing to worry about with this. Whatever this shift or change is, you're working yourself up into, you know. So, yeah, here in the present or at the beginning of August, Capricorn, you're working yourself up over nothing. You've got a lot of protection around you. Your goal is achievable. You're gonna put the work in. You're going to be all right. Your goal is achievable. This is not anything you can't conquer. Others of you, maybe this is this exam. You're having anxiety about this exam. You're up late nights studying. You're not getting a lot of sleep because you're studying for this exam. Or you are, for some of you, maybe this is just like going to school and you've got all this anxiety about it, especially if you're going away to school. You younger Capricorns who are going to be moving away, you're going to a school in a different location. You may just be, you know, having a lot of anxiety about it. But Iwaz is saying, hey, this is going to be all right. It's going to be okay. If you don't do this, you will regret it with need here in reverse, because there's some sort of life situation here, Capricorn, in August, that if you face it just head on, do it, you're going to learn from that. Whereas if you don't, it'll keep coming up. It'll keep a similar situation, maybe even sometimes the same situation. It'll keep coming up for review. It'll keep coming up in your life until you deal with it, until you face it head on, and then you won't have this anxiety anymore. So Capricorn, do what you can to conquer this, face this. This shift or change is good. I just think, I think you're working yourself up about it. You are, you know, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. And then it's going to be like the next time this situation comes up, or you're starting something new, or you have to get on a plane, or you're traveling, or you're leaving one job for another, it's going to be that much easier. It's like, oh, I've done this before. I got this, right? I got this. The help that's going to be available, we have the Elemental of Pentacles. So this could be you. I mean, this is the page in other decks. So I feel like this is you. This is very much student energy, worker bee energy, messages about work. If this isn't you, Capricorn, it could be another Capricorn, a Taurus, or a Virgo who wants to collaborate with you on something, wants to work with you on something. You've got Bjork and Wunyo. So I'm actually seeing like your help is going to be throwing yourself into projects and being with people who make you feel good, who make you feel happy, doing work that makes you feel good about yourself. And if this job that you have to travel for, that you have to go to the interview for, or have to, you know, you have to get on a plane for, if that's going to bring you that kind of satisfaction and this kind of joy, it's totally worth the sacrifice, don't you think? To get on the plane, to face your anxiety, to talk yourself down so that you can do this, because the result looks amazing. You've also got Aeol here, another rune of protection. Capricorn, there's nothing to be worried about here. I mean, you've got Iwaz and Aeol, which are the two most protective runes. You know, if you just do it, success is pretty much guaranteed here. You have a really good reading. So it's like you're working yourself up over nothing, Capricorn. Just keep telling yourself that in August. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. These scenarios you're creating in your head are just that. They're just scenarios. And they're usually worst case scenarios, but those aren't going to be what happens. That's not the truth of the situation. And you've got spiritual guidance. Your spiritual guides are around you. They're leading you to this destiny. And it has to do with learning something. It has to do with academics. It has to do with work projects and a lot of communication going on about work and doing work that you love, that you enjoy, that is nurturing to you. You're creating something that is amazing. And some of you, with Bjork, you may be finding out that you're going to be a mother. Some of you may be giving birth. You know, or finding out that you're pregnant in the month of August. And some of you could be giving birth at the time of Virgo, when the sun goes into Virgo, end of August, early September. And this will be a child that will bring great joy into your life. Very smart kid. They're going to go very far with their intelligence, their academics. Very good in school, very good student. They'll probably go all the way. If you're having a Virgo baby this year, Capricorn, it's like, you know, this kid's going to end up with a doctorate or something. Like, they're really going to go far with school and studies, because they're very good at it, and their mind just sops things up, absorbs it. Yeah, so some of you, there's an element here. A help could be, your mom could be helping you. Maybe mom is helping talk you down. You know, sometimes when we are feeling that anxiety, when we're feeling, you know, like we can't cope with something, who do you call? You call your mom. And mom may be saying, you know, you got this. Pretty much the same thing I've been saying. You know, she may be able to give you just the confidence that you need. And just helping you feel more relaxed, helping you feel more confident in yourself, reminding you of all that you've accomplished. But yeah, with Wunyo and Bjork, there's a wonderful new beginning with happiness that's bringing happiness, joy. And it could have something to do with creation. It could have something to do with work. If this is work, this is for most of you what you studied in school. It is what you maybe went to school for. Some of you may be getting this job opportunity may be like exactly what you're looking for. Maybe you just graduated college in you know, earlier this year, and you've got your first career job, and it is doing something that you love. So yeah, your help is to just enjoy the moment, really. Throw yourself into your work, throw yourself into what you've got going on, and the offers that are coming in through email. Pages often bring messages. So this could be a lot of emails and invitations and a lot of work coming in for you. And you're going to be really excited. That's going to be what helps you get through this. For some of you, push through this and realize, okay, I made the right decision. You know, this job is so much more satisfying than the one I left. If this was a job change that had you feeling anxiety. What must be accepted? We've got the Temperance card. So what must be accepted about the month? Temperance is compromise. It's all about two opposites coming together and to create something new. It's about balance, opposites attracting. Can also have something to do with a Sagittarius. It is the card that's ruled by, it's associated with Sagittarius. Ingwaz is here. So a wonderful new beginning of creation, fertility. Again, 2 fertility runes here. Capricorn. But yeah, this could be bringing, like, a new beginning could come, but it's going to require compromise. It's going to require patience. It's going to require balancing our emotions with our intellect and marrying them together. So, if you're willing to give up something to get something, in August, you can have it, and it'll be more wonderful than you were thinking it could be. You know, this seems like a gift, whatever this is. So yeah, for some of you, I think it's this job. Like if you can just put your anxiety and fear on hold to get through this, you're going to be rewarded for that. The outcome of the month, and I think a lot of this has to do with work here, Capricorn, because in this deck, all decks are different, but I do look at the artwork here. She's got a pentacle in the background here. Okay, somebody else got this. Maybe it was Aries, or Sagittarius may have gotten it. But so I feel like for some of you, this is a work thing. Like I have to give up this gig to do this, or I have to give up this job to go to this other job, but it's so much more rewarding. It's more satisfying to me. It's really what I want to do. The perks are better. It was the right move. It's the right change. It was the right thing to do. So if you're not seeing evidence of that at the beginning of August, it's in the position of what must be accepted. You're going to see it by the end of August. The outcome of the month, we have the Elder of Wands in reverse. This is the King of Wands and other decks. Here's what he looks like in the upright. So yeah, in reverse. But Canis is here. Fire sign, Aries, Sag, or Leo. Again, it could be a Sag, since we have the Sagittarian major arcana here. In the reverse, this is somebody that you feel is a bit reckless. They jump into things without thinking. He thinks he's a good leader. He thinks he's good at making decisions, but he's really not, or hasn't been in the past. Canis is here indicating a new beginning with this person, a new project. It could be somebody you're working with. Maybe this is, for some of you, maybe this is somebody that you're like, oh, I've got to work on this project with this person. We don't really get along. We're total opposites. I do feel like, though, if you can put up with him, you can create something amazing. Maybe he has something you need. Maybe he's just the boss. He's just, it's like, oh God, I have to put up with him. But I really like the job. I really love my job. I just have to put up with this person. But this is going to be the result, the reward, again, for the compromise. You putting up with this person or working with this person will be amazing. For others of you, I feel like this is going back to what we were talking about with your challenge. Like this is someone you were arguing with. You had a bad argument. It's a no-win situation. It keeps going around in circles. And finally, there's an opening. There's a change. There's a shift here. Maybe you just decide to agree to disagree. Maybe you tell this person, I'm not going to engage with that. Stop trying to bait me. I'm not going to join this anymore. Or I'm not going to talk to you anymore if that's all, if you're going to keep bringing this old argument back or bringing this thing up from the past. Or they may be saying that to you, Capricorn. It just depends. But there's some kind of compromise in August that leads to rebirth or new beginnings. For others of you, it could be an actual birth that brings this person back around. So maybe this is a relative or your dad or someone that, news of your pregnancy or news of what's going on with you or news of new beginnings for you. It kind of brings them back into your zone. And maybe that's why you hadn't talked to them, or it's been a while since you've seen them because of this no-win situation. But that can be resolved. This guy in the reverse, though, can be a troublemaker. He has a temper. Maybe that's why this got so bad. He gets angry. He holds grudges. He just flies off the handle. He's unreasonable. That's the word I'm getting. Unreasonable. And for a sign like you, Capricorn, who deals so much in reason and you are so analytical and always thinking of things logically, right? This can be again, going back to this opposites thing, a melding of opposites, this energy can be very difficult for you to deal with because it's so different from yours. You don't understand this person's motivations. You don't understand the decisions that they make. You don't understand why they do the things they do. So no matter what capacity you're having to deal with them in, they could always be a challenge for you. But I mean, with Canis here, it is someone that I feel you can work with. You can either create something in spite of this energy, because I mean, this person must have some attributes or creativity that is going to benefit you in some way, and you can create something wonderful together. Or for some of you, maybe this was just someone you created a baby with. Capricorn. Maybe he's, you know, maybe he was out of the picture. You thought you were going to be a, he or she. But I mean, in this case, if it's, you know, it's most likely a man. I mean, let's be real. You know, they could be coming back around. Maybe they were like, I don't want kids, and you decided to keep this baby, and, you know, it was an unplanned pregnancy, and then here they come. They're like, they have a change of heart, and you're like, oh, I was kind of used to the idea of not dealing with you, but I guess it's just as well. We can try to co-parent. But for others of you, I think it is kind of like we're going to agree to disagree on this and move forward and have a new beginning here. Because Canis is a rune of friendship. It does indicate like warm regard, warm feelings. It can indicate love, but it's more of a rune of friendship and kinship and enjoying someone's company. So either this is somebody whose company you used to enjoy, or somebody whose company you could enjoy in the future, or maybe a little bit of both. Maybe it's both. Like you used to enjoy their company, then they, you know, you got into this no-win argument, and now you're trying to figure out if you can enjoy each other's company again. And it does look like it is more than a possibility here with Canis at the outcome of your reading here, Capricorn. So all in all, a good reading. Just keep telling yourself your fears are illusions. They are not real. Whatever you're having anxiety about, it's going to work out better than you even expected. So that's what I see, Capricorn. I'm happy to deliver that message. Good luck with however this is manifesting for you in August. But join me now for part 2 of your reading for August. I'm going to shuffle Madame Endora's fortune cards. Going to see if we can get more guidance from that deck for how to handle the, well, I know we'll get more guidance, but I'm going to see what that specific guidance is for the month of August. So join me over there. The link to my Vimeo channel is below. You can always check out, of course, your mid-year check-in reading. If you haven't yet done so, it's covering July through December of this year. Those are over on Vimeo as well. So if you want to kind of get an idea of how this is going to end up by the end of the year, check those out. And thanks for stopping by. I will see you back here next time.